Hi everyone, today we are looking at not a number patterns, but rather an average question, as you can see over there. Now that I've changed the board name, so let me just do it first. Okay, now, so over here, right, it says that a group of students participated in a charity event. Okay. Well, do I know how many students? I don't know, right? So from here itself, it's pretty obvious to me that when it comes to average, I have to use something called BAG already. Why is it BAG? Because over here, I'm using the A. A stands for algebra. Okay. So I will just say let the number of students be X. Each student collected average amount of 175, if I understood that correctly, it should be 175, right? Looks like 176, but okay. Anyways, I'm just going to put A and T over here. I'm going to say that the average in this situation has to be 175. My number of students is X, right? X students. And my total will now then be 175 times X, right? Why is it that I'm multiplying by X? Because to find total, I just have to do average divided by number. So once this part is done, I will get 275x as my total amount that is collected. Total amount that is collected. Okay. All right. So that's the first part that you need to work on. Okay. Once this part is done, you want to move on to the second part. It says that when another 15 students. So right now, what happens is that there are more students now. How many more? 15. So we will just say x plus 15 students. X plus 15 students. Okay, so that's the next part that you wanna work on, right? Well, once I'm done with this, right, I can see that the average, the average amount collected by each student became 163. So this is 163. My total has to be 163 times x plus 15. From here itself, you want to multiply, you get to 163x. Okay, when it comes to 163 and 15, you just have to multiply and you get to an answer of 2445. Now, my question to you is, why is it that there is a jump in the total? The reason for the jump in the total is really because these 15 students actually went to, what did they say? When another 15 students turned to help, the total amount collected increased by 2025. So which one has more? This one is definitely more than this one over here, right? So what I want to do is I want to balance the equation. I will add the 2025 over here to my old total because my new total has a greater total. Okay, so I will just write this out first. Same family seat together. I will bring my 163 over, I will minus, so 175x minus away 163x is equals to 2445 minus away 2025. Okay, so that's the first part that you want to work on. 175 minus 163. When I do that, I will get to an answer of 12x. It's actually equals to 2445 minus away 2025. And I'll get to 420. Well, what I want to do is definitely to find the value of x because the value of x is basically the students. Well, from here itself, when you do 420 divided by 12, you will get to an answer of 35. And we know for sure that 35 is x and 35 is basically the number of students. Now, the question is asking what? The question says, hey, can you tell me how many students were there in total? Now, which one do you think they're referring to? I'm very, very certain they're referring to the total number of students, which is over here. So what do we have to do? We have to add another 15. All right, and that's the reason why your answer for this question has to be 40 students.